Yo, what's going on with your YouTube? Jumpin' Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid, and today we're gonna be doing our top 10 sneakers of the year. That's right. 2022 is about to end, man. We had some good releases, OG colorways, collabs, new releases, new silhouettes, all kind of good stuff, man. So this list was kind of hard for me to put together. And I must mind you guys again, before everyone goes crazy in the comments, this is my list, okay? This is all in my opinion. We all can have different opinions. You know, obviously, everyone's opinion is going to be different from everyone else's. But this is my opinion. So, majority on this list will be Nikes and Jordan, if not all. I haven't got into the New Balance wave. Adidas haven't really pushed anything out this year. Yeezys, we know that story. That's kind of getting crazy. But you know, it's been a crazy year. So again, this is just my opinion, guys. It's just my opinion. For anything, guys, please comment down below. Let me know your top 10 list of 2022. I'm judging each shoe is most of the shoes have to be attainable to the regular people. So none of that off-white LV stuff can happen because it was only by certain customers were able to get it, and some of it was only auctions. So those will not be on there, okay? Sorry. The way I'm judging each shoe is how either I like it, the storytelling, the release, the shoe, all the above. I'm trying to judge it all around overall. And it was very hard to put together. It really was. Let's get into it. This is my top 10 best sneakers of 2022. Number 10. Number 10, I'm gonna have to go with start off with the banger. That's right, a collab Air Jordan 7 trophy rooms. I literally flew out to Orlando for this release for a chance to get into the raffle. I was like, hey, majority of the stocks will be at the store. Took a flight to Orlando, get to hang out with the homies and pick up a pair of shoes. Had to be on the list, man. And I love the materials. I love the storytelling. The storytelling was based off of Magic Johnson saying a quote during Dream Team scrimmage game between MJ's team and Magic Johnson's team. And you know, it just kind of was like a passing the torch from Magic Johnson, from the best player of the league, to Michael Jordan now in the 90s. Say what you want, I'm not the biggest Air Jordan 7 fan, I can admit that, but I just cannot deny the storytelling, the materials, the quality, the look of the shoe. Hey, it's an Air Jordan 7 that got put on the list. 9. People might actually have this a little higher, but again, the military black Air Jordan 4s, you know, again, this is becoming the new wave here, the Air Jordan 4 model. It's the big hype now, and especially this colorway. I think resellers, hype beasts, sneakerheads, all the above can actually really like this shoe. They're going for a decent amount of bread. They went up during Christmas season, during holiday season, and it's a nice looking colorway. Simple, all white mainly, a little bit of black, very nice and clean. I've worn these a couple times already. I can't wait till we get the military blues. It's supposedly in 2023 with the Nike in the back. I'm really hoping those come out, but these are also pretty fire too as well, man. Number 8. I have to go with the that's right, which is actually, I think this is actually probably one of the most underrated shoes of 2022. It's a Fire Red 3 OG colorway. We haven't had the Fire Red 3 in an OG format back like how it came out back in 1988, I want to say. We haven't had an OG format with the Nike on the back in over 30 years. So this is something special that we had. You know, maybe because the new generation don't like 3s like that. You know, they're not big hype on 3s. They didn't go for a lot of bread. They made a whole bunch of pairs available to the public, which is a good thing. Being an OG colorway, you know, I can't wait to the reimagines 3s that's coming out next year. You know, the white joints with the Nike Air in the back. You know, those are definitely one of my grails. I'm hoping that will be higher on the list next year, but it's still good. It's a solid 8, so it's still up there in the top 10. But overall, it's such a great looking shoe. I just wish a lot of people could have appreciated these a lot more. I love them though, so gotta put on the Fire Red 3s. Number 7. I have to go with, I don't even have it in my possession anymore, but I have owned it. It is the off-white green Air Force One joint, the Brooklyns. Hey, I'll see you guys in the month, in January, for the Got Soul event, man. I cannot wait. Hey, I love New York. It was my first time this year in New York, and I had such a great time. New York is definitely a vibe. But with it being a shoe, the release was kind of It was on sneakers. They did a sneakers pass. You know, a lot of people end up taking L's, and a lot of people didn't even know it was going to come out or not. It was supposed to be coming from, some people in New York could have got it at the Brooklyn Museum if you had a sneaker pass or whatever the case is. I mean, overall, in my opinion, it's an Air Force One. I'm not really a big Air Force One guy, but it is Virgil. It is off-white, so I had to put on the list. It is pretty hyped up, worth like thousands and thousands of dollars. But again, it is good enough for it to be on the list. But again, to me, it's just a little overrated in my opinion. But if you guys love it, cool. Green is just a little, it's, you know, hey, Green Ranger and all that stuff, I get it. But, you know, I don't, like I said, I don't have it no longer in my possession. I have owned it before, but I done let it go. At least I gotta show love to New York, all right? Shouts to New York. Number 6. Kept it flip-flopping between 5 and 6. It was kind of hard for me to decide. But I'm deciding right now, it has to be the orange Lobster SB joints concepts. Oh, what's that? Got the gray bands? Pretty hyped up as well. Came in like a crazy release. You know, Concepts did a release, which was such a crap show, by the way. But it came with like the special packaging with the bare bricks from Concept. And then we had a release on sneakers. And the release, you know how it is with releases nowadays, especially this holiday season. It's been awful. Can't do anything about it. It is what it is. But I'll put the orange Lobster SBs on there, man, for number 6. Only because it's an SB. It has the name Concept, the collaboration with Concepts. You already know how the other lobsters are doing. They're doing crazy numbers. And it's been a couple years since we had a Lobster SB, so it's good for them to bring it back for the orange pair. I'll call this a steamed lobster because it definitely needs some butter. And I saw my man, shouts to my man Roscoe. I saw he actually went down to Miami, he actually got a W. And how the release did it, you know, he had to go through, it had like a menu. It's kind of like almost like a dinner scene. It was kind of crazy. So he explained, I saw his video about it, and it looked like a good time. I wish I got a W, but hey, it's all good. Number 5. I have to go with, which it could be some people's actual sneaker of the year. Hey, like I said, this is all my opinion, guys, so please don't be upset and don't be mad at me, but Alma Maniere Air Jordan 5s is my number 5. Hey, it's a top 5, guys. It's top 5. You know, hey, you got some people can put this at number 1. That's cool. You know, hey, I get it. It has the name Alma Maniere. It just, in my opinion, the mock-up pictures was a little bit better. You know, some people's not feeling this purple. Quality control is kind of on some pairs. I've seen some really bad pairs. I'm just saying, overall, like, it is nice. Don't get me wrong. And I still love it. Hey, I actually got a retail W from Alma Maniere, so shouts to Alma Maniere for that. But I love the release. I love the release. I really do. But, you know, and I love the materials. It has that luxury quilted materials inside the sock liner. Very, very nice. It's just the color and the craftsmanship. That's all the only things I couldn't put it as top 3 or top number 1. Not saying it's a bad shoe by any means. I love them. I love them. Just the colorway is just a little bland. That's all. You know, that's the only knock I got on it. But, you know, it is a little overrated if I do say so myself. Like, if it didn't have the name Alma Maniere with these things, I mean, it's an Air Jordan 4, so I'm sure it still probably would have sold out and probably go for a little bit of bread. But they're going for a crazy amount, and people love them. But to me, in my opinion, it's just a little overrated to be number 1 sneaker of the year, but overall, it's still a very nice shoe. And I love the release because I actually got a retail W. So shouts to Alma Maniere. Number 4. List, I try not to get too much of the same models, the same silhouettes. Like, I didn't want to put it all Air Jordan 1s. I want to put it all, you know, Nike Dunks and stuff like that. But in this case, number 4, gotta go with the Jackie Robinsons, man. Definitely, the demand on these things are still crazy. The quality on these things is nice. I love the design, the craftsmanship with the Jackie Robinson. I feel like they did a really good job. And for it being only a Nike Dunk, it's not even an SB. These things are super, super nice. And with the 42, the meaning behind it, you know, they put a lot of thought in this, you know. I kind of thought these things were an SB because they came out with the LA Dodgers in the, what was the other one? The Phillies. There's other baseball colorways. But I just feel like Nike did a really good job on these Nike Dunks here. It being a Jackie Robinson's, like I said, quality, everything about it is very, very nice. Almost put this as my top 3. Very, very close. But hey, number 4 is not bad for the Nike Dunk Jackie Robinsons. 3. I had to go with the Travis Scott Reverse Mochas. Hey, this might be very hype beasty to a lot of people. But in my opinion, I love the colorway, man. I love what they did with it. I love the materials. These things are really, really nice on feet. I've worn these a whole bunch of times. Shout out to Drip Grip. And even a lot of people say this is probably one of the best Jordan 1 Travis Scotts. We had the Fragments, the OG colorway, reverse mochas. We got the Black Phantoms this year. And the olives next year is supposed to be the last Air Jordan 1 or Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott collab. So I'm pretty excited for this one, man. And this is very, very nice, you know. We put a lot of fits on it. Release-wise was kind of, you know. These could be in the overrated, you know, category, but still overall, I love them, man. I like this shoe. I like the materials. I like the colorway. Of course, Travis Scott, you know, it being his comeback shoe. Just very, very nice, man. I've worn these, like I said, I've worn these a whole bunch of times. Just a nice looking shoe. So, I mean, you could put this thing a lot lower. I get it, but you know, hey. Now, number 2. I'm gonna have to go with the, that's right, Kobe Mamacitas. That's right, man. I had to put it on here because, hey, we did not know if we're gonna see any more Nike Kobe's, especially with the whole Vanessa and Nike. They couldn't agree to a contract, and then was it in 2020 or 2021 they announced at the end of termination, Vanessa gonna do his own branding, you know. We didn't know if Nike and Kobe were ever to come out again. So for them to finally get an agreement and to release, and they brought out the Kobe and Gigis, you know, the meaning, the storytelling, everything about the shoe, it means a lot, you know. This was on my number 1 earlier this year. Like I said, the storytelling and all that. But the shoe wise, I think they paid pretty good homage to Gigi and Kobe, with, you know, Kobe in the back, Gigi on the right shoe. So I think they did a really good job. And like I said, we did not know if this shoe was going to ever come out. And the way how they released it, you know, I think they did a sneakers pass. Majority of the sneakers pass was in LA. And then they did exclusive access, so no bots can get pairs. But a lot of them went to women's accounts, or just random accounts overall. You know, I don't really like EA, but at least it was fair to get into people's hands instead of just only bought. I had to put this in my number 2. I came in this list no matter what. This had to be number 2, no matter what. I was like, 1 and 2 is automatic for me. I think we all know what number 1 is, right? We'll get into some honorable mentions real quick. Georgetown Air Jordan 1 highs, 85s. That hard, stiff leather. I have not been able to wear them just yet. Plan on wearing them, but this is a very nice shoe and a very nice looking colorway. Dodgers SBs. If we want to count Yeezys, because on Yeezy Day these things did re-release. I never thought they were going to re-release V1. But, you know, obviously Adidas went ahead and behind Kanye's back and released them anyways. And also the Playoff 12s, man. These need to get some more love, you know. This is my favorite OG 12 colorway, the Playoff 12s, man. Number 1. Can we say it together? Can we say it together? The Lost and Found Air Jordan 1 Chicago colorway. Hey, if this isn't the most hyped up shoe of the year, I don't know what is. And it's not even about the hype, man. Like the reason why I love it, you know. I love all Chicago colorways. Trophy rooms, got the 2015s, and I even had the Spider-Man joints, and now the Lost and Found. The storytelling was great. You know, the Lost and Founds about an old mom and papa shop. Everything about it. I know some people might not like the cracked leather and all, but I think it's a good quality shoe. Love the look. I love the vintage look about it, and the presentation of the, you know, the packaging and the box and everything. How can this not be everyone's, you know, number 1? At least top 5, at least. I get it for some people. You know, I love Air Jordan 1s. I love the Chicago colorway. I had it as my number 1. And especially how crazy this release was. This release was insane. Literally, I know people that was trying to get onto the sneakers app could not even enter. It was that crazy. And, you know, I was very fortunate to actually get a retail W locally. And we don't know when they were going to be dropping an actual Chicago colorway. I mean, it could be another 5 to 10 years till they release another Air Jordan 1 Chicago colorway, at least into a retro. I'm hoping they do a Chicago colorway in the 85 format. That would be super dope, but we'll have to wait and see what they plan on doing. You know, JB and Michael, they can decide what they want. Last Chicago colorway was the 2015 pair. I know the Spider-Man joints later this year are supposed to come out. Some people not like it, some people do like it. Hey, it is what it is. I like them actually, but you know, hey, again, Lost and Found is my number 1 sneaker of the year. So that's pretty much end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, guys. You guys let me know, what is your top 10 sneakers of the year? If not, maybe top 5, top 3 if you can't do all 10, which is all good. But hey, like I said, this is just my list, guys. This is just my opinion in my list. I know there ain't other branding in here, like, you know, New Balance, maybe some Adidas or something like that. But I mainly collect Jordans and Nike, especially this year, you know. I mean, there hasn't been any like Yeezys that I would have put on the list that was new this year. Now think about it, because they didn't design anything new this year from Yeezys. I mean, maybe the Dazzling Blue, I could have put that on the list, but well, am I gonna pick the Dazzling Blue over Fire Red 3s or Trophy Rooms? I don't think so. So that, like I said, this is just my opinion, guys. You know, you can say what you want, hype beast or not, or whatever the case is. What's gonna be coming out, man? I hope we have another good year in 2023. So far, from what I'm hearing, already coming out with some really nice stuff. I mean, we got the reimagined 3s, the playoff 13s, some other the UNC Jordan 5s, and even Yeezys are gonna re-releasing again in 2023 without the Yeezy branding. So can't wait to see what that happens. But anyway, guys, just to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. It's been a great year, guys. I can only thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys been amazing. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media at German Chris on IG, something on Twitter, don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all, love y'all. I'm German Chris. Push.